I feel like sometimes we let fear stop us from doing what we know is the right thing to do, from taking the right actions. Because if you're in a job that is making you feel miserable, a job that is, tampering with your mental health, with your emotional health, or even with your physical health sometimes, and you're still in that job because you're afraid, afraid of the unknown, afraid of, if I quit now, how will I pay my bills, how will I pay my house rent, how will I feed, and all those stuff. But you know that your mind is telling you that this job is not for you, then I don't think there is a need for you to allow yourself to get stuck in that job. And I know sometimes what makes some people actually get stuck in a job is that they'll feel like, let me wait till I get another job. And then you see them, they are applying for jobs upon jobs upon jobs, and they are not getting another job, and they are still in that job that is making them feel miserable. A job that after doing during the day, you get home at night and then you are crying, you start crying. Or a job that you'd have to excuse yourself during work hours, go to the restroom, and then you start crying. You're crying because of how the job is making you feel. Do you understand? And those of us in Nigeria or African countries are actually the most afraid, because we know that there are not more job opportunities here in Nigeria or African countries. And hence, you see some people, when they get one particular job, even though they know that this job is making them go through hell, they will stay in that job as if all their life depends on the job. And then some people are even trying to climb the corporate ladder and get the promotions and all those stuff. A job that that you can see that this job is literally making you shed tears. A job that is making you feel depressed. A job that is making you feel like a shadow of yourself, but you remain in this job because you are afraid. Come on now, you deserve better. We deserve better. Like, we all deserve better. And you are more than that. You are more than staying in a job that is making you feel like a shadow of yourself, that is literally making you shed tears. And another thing keeping most people in jobs they don't like is this thing called comfort zone. Because you are so used to the paycheck, you are so used to the salary, you are so used to the money that comes in every month. You are just comfortable with it. And then you see some people, they don't even want to come out and stretch themselves to even see what they are capable of, or to even see what they can do for themselves to make more money. But because they feel it's better that way, it's better to have the salary coming in every month, they remain at that job. Like, seriously, I've seen people that say that they left their job, and after leaving their job, they made in 1 month what their jobs were paying them in 1 full year. Like, I'm not even joking. And because some of us are so used to this comfort zone, that's how some people see themselves getting trapped in this rat race called, job. And then for some people, it's pride. Like, it's pride that is making some people not quit from their job, because they have gotten to this certain level in their works or certain position in their jobs, and they'll feel like, if I quit now, how will I maintain this standard of living that I'm living? Because of course, maybe the salary is much or high, the salary is fat and looks reasonable, and hence, even if they are insulted in the job and they are not even respected, they remain in that job because of the money, and because they think they must live at a certain standard. And that's how you see some people will even have an official car, they will have the big salary, they'll be in the official car and they'll still be crying, they'll still be shedding tears in the official car because of how the job is showing them shaggy. And one thing I'm discovering again is that it's those of us that are millennials that usually fall prey to this job trap. Because Gen Zs don't even stress themselves again to look for jobs. Like, most Gen Zs know what's up. Most of them will graduate from the university and they are not even thinking of getting jobs. It's not even in their agenda at all. It's with the millennials that we see ourselves stressing over jobs, killing ourselves trying to get the jobs and trying to keep the jobs and even trying to climb the corporate ladder. But the Gen Zs are not stressing themselves and they are still making the millions. And ask me, how are they making the millions? It's not through illegal means, because some people think that the only way to make it out of the trenches is through Yahoo or hookup or stuff like that. But no, that's not how most of these guys are making their money. You see a Gen Z will just carry his phone, enter TikTok, and they are just doing TikTok every day. Before you know it, Gen Z has gotten 1 million followers on TikTok, on Instagram, across his social media platforms. And before you know it, brands are contacting Gen Zs and he's marketing products and he's getting his millions. And you see, most Gen Zs are even opening businesses now, doing a lot of big investments. Like, I'm not even joking. These guys are not even up to, most of them are not even up to 25 years old, and they are making a lot of money and they are doing a lot of investments, and they are not stressing themselves trying to look for jobs or keep a job or climb the corporate ladder. We need to start shining our eyes, because let's face it, most of the jobs in this country, in Nigeria, are not worth it. Like 70% of the jobs, if not more, in this country are not just worth it. And you know one thing again, for some people that are in jobs that they don't like, it may be that one, you are letting fear stop you, or you are becoming too comfortable, comfort zone that you can't just do without that salary. Or pride, you have a certain standard of living that you are used to, and you feel like if I quit this job, I can't go below this standard of living. So how will I maintain my lifestyle? Without knowing that we don't even need much to survive on a normal. Honestly, apart from feeding, and then if you have a house, a roof over your head, we really don't need much to survive, especially if you are single. Let me also put a disclaimer here, because I feel this video should be mostly for people that are not yet married. Because if someone is married, at least you may have more responsibilities. Maybe you have your wife, your children, you have your husband, you have things to take care of, and you know that you can't just quit from your job anyhow without any plans. But even at that, as a married person, you can make up your mind. You can tell yourself that, you see this job, I'm not staying in this job beyond 6 months or beyond 1 year. You can do that, and then you can start planning and start saving towards it. It's just about being a little more frugal and then being more intentional and planning towards it. So even being married shouldn't even stop one from leaving the jobs that they don't feel comfortable in, because some people are in a job that is not even giving them time to even pray or even have any time with God again. For some people, because of how hectic some of these jobs are, they will wake up in the morning, and as they are waking up, they are trying to beat time, they are trying to beat traffic, and then you see them, they just enter the bedroom, bathe, wear their clothes, and then they are off again, trying to meet up with the time, and then they stay in the job. By the time they come back, they'll be exhausted, and then they'll have 1 or 2 things to do. They go back to bed again, and that's all. The next day they continue again. So most people don't even have time for God again. Most people don't even have time for their maker again. Okay, I'm even deviating, right? I'm deviating. What I even wanted to say is that, if you are in a job that you don't like, it means that you don't trust God, and it could also mean that you are doubting God and you are doubting his ability to even take care of you, right? Because let's face it, each and every one of us actually has something that God has put in us that we can convert into money. If we look inwards, if we do some kind of deep reflections, we will see that there are some gifts or some things that God has put in each and every one of us that we can convert into money, and we can start making a whole lot of money from that thing. But remaining in jobs that we don't like will not even allow us to see those gifts and those potentials that we have inside us that we can turn into money. So what am I even trying to say in this video? Like, I'm not saying you should quit your job like I did without any plans. No, you may not need to do that, but you can tell yourself that, you see this job that is making me feel this way, making me feel miserable, making me feel like a shadow of myself, I'm not staying in this job beyond 1 year. And then you have that as one of your goals. You can do it, and then as you are doing that, you can start working on something by the side and start, taking that thing very seriously while you still maintain your job. But you already know that this job, I'm not exceeding 1 year, I'm not exceeding December 2025 in this job, and when I quit from this job, I'm not even going to get another job again, because by that time, whatever it is that I've started doing by the side, which I know that I'm also going to really work hard at it, must have started yielding me a whole lot of money that I won't even be needing this job again. So I'm not saying that you have to quit your job like I did. No, please don't. Everybody's path is different and everybody's journey is different. I took that big risk, I quit my job, and I'm ready to say, if I perish, I perish. But for you, your own path may be different. So just start planning your escape strategy from today. Start planning your escape route. If it is to start a YouTube channel, start. But if it's not starting a YouTube channel, look for other things that you can do that you are passionate about that can start making you money by the side, so that as time goes on, that thing can become your main hustle and you can quit from that job that you are not just comfortable in. Okay, please give me a thumbs up if you found this video helpful, and share this video with someone you think needs to see this or needs to hear this. And then you can also check the description box for other videos I've made on me quitting my 9-to-5 job and why I quit my 9-to-5 jobs and other things that are related to that. I'll link all the videos in the description box so you can go check them out as well. Okay, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, I love you.